guess there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oregon's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. As their fight song goes, the Huskies made the Ducks bow down to Washington in a blowout the last time these two met.
And they started so fast in that game. They left no question as to who was the more dominant side. So I think for this one, David, Oregon has got to start fast.
And you got to imagine these Oregon players and coaches, just by talking to them, you can feel it. Like, they know what happened last time they matched up. And they were embarrassed, and they want to own this rivalry. They think they're the better program, and they're looking to make a statement today.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars. And maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Smith dropping to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's second and long. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they'll be trying to find ways to get Eugene Wilson loose. Can't wait to watch this matchup against the supremely talented Brandon Finney.
And, man, this matchup just brings so many scouts. Like, so many people wanting to see one of the best wide receivers, one of the best corners. Who's going to win this matchup? Palmer, they are watching because this is NFL talent on NFL talent, and this will absolutely affect draft stock.
This is probably the best one-on-one matchup we're going to see in all of college football this week specifically. You've got 2 guys that are going to be going toe-to-toe at the next level as well. These guys are going to make a lot of money, and whichever of these guys gets the better of the other today, I think gets a leg up in that competition and that conversation when we get to draft time.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Williams. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize, fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Here's Williams to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bear. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quick completion on the out. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give out of the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Williams. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Running to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Tight end now in motion. Rides to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Creates a little space. He's got 67 yards rushing in this game, and what a year he's had, getting closer and closer to 1,800 for the season. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Williams. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help with.
There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go right back to him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle insides.
And he's in! Touchdown, Washington!
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun, fighting off the defender.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Wide open space. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to
leaping grab for a big gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Got a man, it's Clay. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Washington's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Williams. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now, Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Smith dropping to pass. Here comes the heat. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Look out, he's got room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Blasted as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way now.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. Maybe a crease. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll get this drive going from the 17. One man in the backfield. Oh, it's a fumble! And he was able to get back on top of it. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Washington right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll pull it down and run. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Finding some room. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Sends it back in motion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Working on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Bear. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day.
Could be an alley. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's Williams to throw. Right on the money. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Williams got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Williams will pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. with the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Huskies back on top.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks.
Turns it on down the left side. Attack. Touchdown. And they've got the final minute. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first. There's a little room there. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Quarterback keeper breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his feet. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Smith dropping to pass. Here's the pressure. Upstairs to make the catch. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Throws to the back. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy night every year. So many memories come out of this night. Each of these guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately, the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a Heisman Trophy winner. These are nervous times for these guys. The announcement just moments away. They've gotten to New York City, not by focusing on it, but once you're here, man, they want to win it. And every past winner has told me this is really a nervous time for them. They're this close to the trophy, but will they get a chance to lift it? It's an honor, of course, to be a finalist. All these guys have enjoyed their experience, but ultimately, the night belongs to one man. We're about to find out who's going to be this season's Heisman Trophy winner. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalist. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And here we go. This season, the Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded to junior quarterback out of Washington,